Welcome to Subramani. Those of you who've been watching me for long, maybe you don't know, but I wear a smartwatch. I don't wish to tell you the name of the brand. I don't wish to advertise, not that it is a great brand, but it used to be called Garmin, and it used to be, it is called a Garmin, and it used to be a watch for runners, in the sense that it would tell you how much you ran, at what speed you ran, and all that, measure the heart rate. But earlier it used to be very big and bulky models which you could not wear throughout the day. So now I wear it throughout the day. It measures everything. It measures my heart rate, it measures how much I sleep and good quality of sleep, the REM sleep and all that. And all that input is available. I also go to a gym where there is a weighing machine which tells me what is my BMI, all those things it measures. I don't know how accurate, because you just hold something and say it, and then when you go to and do a medical check, it's not too bad. It tells you bone density, all those things. So all the accurate data is available through a weighing machine, through a watch. There is something called a ring, an Oura ring, which you can wear. That is also more or less same cost, is about 25,000 bucks. Which is what a smartwatch also costs you. So you could buy a Samsung smartwatch, Apple smartwatch, or a Garmin or something like that, and you get all the data about yourself. It tells you certain things. It tells you at a lower temperature, at least I know something about myself. I know that at a lower temperature and uninterrupted sleep, I get the highest points for it. And where do I get it best? I get it in the train. If you travel first AC and you have nothing to do, you go to sleep at about 8:15, 8:20, and you get up at about 8 o'clock because you got 12 hours of sleep. I get fantastic sleep in the train. I'm not worried at all. And that on that day, my measures were the best, right? Heart rate was low. My heart rate was about 41, 42. I've not seen it go below 39, below 40. But yeah, 41, 42 is where it was that day, and normal days it is about 45. When I say normal days, I mean while sleeping in an AC room. Again, I know now that using an air conditioner brings down the heart rate. Outside heat definitely increases the heart rate. So it measures all those things. Why am I telling you all this? I'm wondering whether somebody can create an app which measures all your finances in one place like this, right? Your what would you say, your watch or your ring, which measures you every day. Because a lot of people, when they sit with their financial planners, they have no clue of what they need and what they have and what they are doing. For a bunch of friends sorry, who wanted their financial plans done, I did a small exercise of inviting them as a couple. So there were 5 of them or 6 of them, and I said, you well prepared, you know all your finances? They all said yes. And then I asked the men, tell me how much you earn. That figure was accurate for people who were filing a salary return, and it was really unknown for businessmen. Businessmen had no clue how much they were earning. They knew how much of cash flow they had, but they had no clue how much they were earning. They were not even measuring it. Yes, their CA sat and measured and came out with some number, but it was not perfectly right, especially those who were sole proprietors, right? So if you don't know that, then I asked the wives, then I asked the husbands that you didn't want your wife to be there. Tell me what is the price of this toothpaste or this toothbrush or day-to-day living. How much was the monthly electricity bill? Some of them knew, many of them didn't. The numbers they knew were the EMI that they were paying, the school fees that they were paying, because these were monthly deductions happening from their bank account or quarterly deductions happening from their bank account. But they did not know how much they were paying for school bus to pick up their kids. Right, so too much of financial planning happens with garbage. The people sitting there somehow round up and say, I think my monthly expenses are about 1 lakh. Then you're sure that they have no clue. Then you say, okay, how much is your electricity bill and this and that? And you say, look, if 17,000 rupees is your monthly electricity bill, your total expenses cannot be 1 lakh. Then they come, then they add, then they say, oh, I did not include the petrol because that was being paid by my card and I was not including it, I was doing this, I was using UPI, some nonsense. Then they come and they sit down and they find that they are actually spending 2.5 lakhs, including society maintenance charges, club fees and all of that, and they realize that the wife is spending on certain things, the husband is spending on certain things. When you sit and consolidate, you realize how much you're spending. So if you are spending 2 lakhs, let us say at the age of 51, a good chance that you will be spending 4.5 lakhs, 4.5 lakhs per month by the time you're 60. That means, let's for calculation purposes keep it as 4 lakhs. So that means approximately 50 lakhs a year is what you're spending. And if you're going to spend say 40 years in retirement, which is not impossible for a 55-year-old or a 58-year-old, or your 60-year-old who's married to a person who is 10 years younger than him, there are such cases also, then you have to provide for 40 years and not 30 years. So conservatively, even if you have to provide for 30 years, you're talking of 15 crores. And if you're saying, no, I don't want to be conservative, let me provide very aggressively, then you're talking of 40 years. So you're talking of 20 crores. That is the kind of money that you need for retirement. So what I'm trying to say is, in lot of financial plans, it is garbage in, garbage out. You don't know. You don't have an ring or a watch, a smartwatch, which is recording everything, right? Even in all the records that I do, if I do not accurately input the amount of food that I'm eating, then I still don't know. My accounts are still not balanced. I do not know how much I am consuming and how much I am eating, right? How much I'm consuming, how much I'm consuming and how much I'm eating. How is my gym helping, is my swimming helping, or is my running helping? What is happening, right? Nothing of that we know, simply because we don't measure accurately. Now here we have a device called a smartwatch which measures everything. It measures every step that you walk, the jumps that you do, the cardio that has gone up. So you know from your heart rate. If your heart rate is very high, it means you're in the gym, you're exercising, you're running, you're swimming, you're doing any of those things. You can see where your heart rate is. You can bring it down. You can say, okay, at this heart rate, I don't want to do a workout. Maybe I got my sleep wrong, so my heart rate is high. So today I will restrict my gym time, right? So it is useful to have that data. Whereas your financial planner, God bless his soul, but he or she has no clue as to how much you are bluffing, right? You don't know how much you are telling yourself. That is the truth, right? For example, if 3 of you are going for a trip to US and or even Europe, you tell your financial planner, maybe we'll require about 7 crores. No, double it. You will require 15 crores when the 3 of you go, because there are times when you will take an Uber, there are times when you will take a train, whatever. All said and done, this is the kind of money that you will need. Now here what happens is, you go and spend and you find that you have actually spent 13 lakhs and not 6 lakhs or 7 lakhs that you thought you will. Something comes up, some money is to be spent. So the more accurately you measure and the more accurately you convey this to your financial planner, the better the quality of financial plan that you will have. Right? So you tell your financial planner that you have a very high risk appetite, and at the first sign of trouble you bail out. I'm recording this during the election season. So many rumors kept floating that BJP will not win, and you had experts coming and saying why BJP will not win. I have school groups, I have investment groups, everywhere there was panic saying, oh, this is what is going to happen and this is what is going to not happen, right? So you get a lot of guesses and guesstimates, but when it comes to your own health and your own wealth, there is I'm still wondering for a smartwatch kind of a device which will capture everything. Right now it can be captured, it's not difficult, right? You make all your payments through UPI and you say, I will not use cash, or I will use cash only to pay to the grocer, grocer, and I'll pay the grocer 6,000 rupees maybe every 30 days, every 25 days or whatever. So then you say, okay, 6,000 rupees is grocery. You don't have to do the breakup. You know the electricity bill, you know the society charges, you know the EMI or rent which you're paying, or maybe you're not paying anything. So all that is measured on paper. So you can have a software which measures everything, and you can have a much more accurate number about your expenses. So try doing that, because we have suffered too much of garbage in and garbage out. So when you sit down with your financial planner or your chartered accountant or your family and you decide to do all that, you will have far more accurate numbers than what you currently have. Thank you.